Alabama and LSU. Just putting those two names together to jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he is taking them to where they thought they could go. He has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Berry. He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. The run inside. It's Berry. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They almost took that thing end to end, but now they have to finish the drive with a score. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to cap this drive with the pass.
And he dropped it! Oh, my lineman, that's why.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late. What a great job to take control of this game, and the offense, they've got it moving now.
This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other, man. You can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Paul. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line, and the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football. Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it away from the 40. Russell shoots it to the left, and this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now here's Russell. This time it's complete.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Throwing Russell. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Durham. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Snap to the back. Could be an alley. The 50. He's inside the 40. At the 20.
Oh, you bad.
And he's field, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off. But when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The give. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Russell. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Get him.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Takes it on the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air, it's Levin. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. And
say it again.
3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defense.
You outside right now?
Back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits it.
Hey, yo, can you give me 1 second, bro? I got to step outside real quick. I don't know if your mic working. One second, fam. Got to step outside real quick. I'm back, Frank. My bad.
Forces the incompletion.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
And man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Handoff from the gun. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He's got it again. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's a good one.
Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Keelan Russell. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. Second and long working here. Dropping back, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Here's the pressure. Gets away. Moving out to the right.
Thank you.
Cannot get away.
Let him break down the first one, man.
Sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking
Fucking
of
tap,
that
boy.
play. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Barry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Quarterback extends the play. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, you get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Has it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead, trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tide ready to roll on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Using the quick game. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Throwing Russell. Here comes the heat. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a lot of offenses, when they get their free safety matched up man-to-man, they're going to take shots because they believe their guy can win. Really nice man-to-man coverage and a nice job making a play on the ball at the end that results in an incompletion.
Fires to the middle. Complete
What
downfield.
the flying flabbergasting?
Coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often.
I'm right there.
And there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Offense gets set for second down. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Russell finds his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Again, it's Russell. Rushes on him, and he never had a chance. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Russell. Here's a hit, and down he goes.
If you're job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable. This defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Absolutely center cut.
Come on, Lee.
Right down the middle. That obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Berry. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. LSU is right back to the line. To the air on second down. He's going for it all. They pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half. They're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback.
Baby Day!
He completed over
80%
of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Keelan Russell. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mack. And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got his man. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Fielding in the end zone, it's Berry. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. They're looking to throw on second and short. Escapes the pressure going right.
Good tackle, bro. Good tackle, bro.
Time as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half. But before that, let's check in with Kevin Conner.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And And it's the Huskers looking to make it 9 for 10 here this season. This team knows exactly who they are. They've taken on the identity of that head coach, and they are a serious contender. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Mack.
You get that?
Picked off, not the second half start they'd hoped for. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Might be changing the route. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Under fire. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, dude.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Levin. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got the back in the middle. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Play bird.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He's got it.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they have extended this lead, guys. Starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can get
Make sure we block it up then. Keep getting back there.
At this point now, you've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
On the move from inside his own 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. Trying the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They go right back to it. Maybe some room here.
Oh.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Motion from the wideout. Austin Mack. Pressure coming.
What they gonna call?
Ball's incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Oh, they're after him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing, you're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Throwing Mack. Here's the pressure. He'll throw it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Good way to be there.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Hey, the one to play.
Yeah, listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff.
Caught, and he's got room. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain here. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. He might want another play. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Levin. Hit as he throws. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
And this guy has been so important to this defense and the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
I'm just doing shit
Man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
My bad, guy.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they got left in them.
The ball next time.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Throwing Russell. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Okay, good.
Covered by the defense, and he's off.
Touchdown,
LSU. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Hey,
They're a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely.
Slowed him down. Oh, boy.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Gets the back moving. Russell. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. Alabama hit him with a big pass play where they keep slinging it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Unloads it left. Finds a man all alone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And they'll try to tack on two. Keelan Russell. And he just
pulled you through me.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards
wait, bro.
out.
I'm gonna wait.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Can't sell out the football. Keep giving them too many chances.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
You gotta be smart. I see what he's trying to do, y'all.
Start this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
On first down, it's Durham again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
It'll be third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Clement. Fires to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. And he missed it. No good. Always want to pile on those points when you can, guys, but you have a 20-point lead, life is good. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Throwing Russell. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Buying some time as he moves left. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Russell will throw for it on 4th. He's got his man. How about knocking him down to stop him short of picking up that 1st down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Here's Durham one more time. The Tide will have to call their 1st timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. He's got it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Tide ready to roll on offense. And the defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Russell. On target. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
To the air, it's Russell. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Fires to the big fella. Could not make his way to the corner. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Again, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. 4th down, Russell. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake.
He's going to shot.
I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the score.
They'll start on the ground with Durham.
Come on, why you got a block, bro?
3 yards on the play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Levin. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. See what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Keelan Russell. It's complete. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't we try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? The quick out. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Throwing Russell. Using his feet to buy time. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. To throw, it's Russell. Going back to the well, another deep.
My bad, I moved my seat.
Touchdown Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown. Continue to fight, continue to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Berry. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The offense uses the timeout. 15 seconds left to play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Berry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Hey, bro. See if we can get one more.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well. They've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well. You can tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate them.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College